What the blazes? What are those symbols? Great! I'm in a spooky forest. All alone. Excellent. Well, this is promising. What a cute... monstrous thing! Huh? I think I saw something moving. Ugh! I suddenly feel an overwhelming desire to have a shower. At least I have you by my side, little one. I think I'll call you Sparky.
Aha! Just what I needed.
Sparky?
Hey, what the? And who might you be?
Why should I tell my name to an assassin?
Says the weird kid who just walked in without knocking.
Fair point. I'm Simon, and you are...
I, my intrepid young intruder, am Calypso. You don't seem to be from around these parts. Where did you come from?
From my house? Well, from my new house. I was kicked out of school for not paying attention to whatever they were going on about. Whatever that was. Anyway, we moved house. I was looking for the key to my bedroom, which for some inexplicable reason was down the kitchen sink plug hole.
Get to the point, I'm not getting any younger.
A magic portal appeared out of nowhere and magic stuff magicked me here.
Magic portal? Magic stuff? I just need a moment. Now, where could...
Oi! Would you mind telling me what's going on?
You, young man, have ended up here as the result of a prophecy. Ah, yes, of course. This is the way it has to be.
A prophecy?
When the sleep of the tombs is disturbed, an imputed child from another world will be summoned, and finally the treasure will be reclaimed. Signed, the First Wizard.
Does it really say an impudent child from another world?
Well, I suppose it could be a worthy child. The translation isn't very precise.
Slow down a minute. Who's this first wizard when he's at home?
So, you really are an impudent child, then.
Oi!
The first wizard is the first person who ever studied magic.
Okay, great. Where can I find him?
He faded away into the ether centuries ago,
Oh,
but legend has it that he hid his tomes somewhere. If the prophecy is true and you manage to locate the tomes, then we might be able to send you back home.
tomes, is it? What sort of tomes are we talking about?
Before fading away, the first wizard transcribed his most powerful spells in 2 tomes. But he hid them away from prying eyes, awaiting such a time that the prophecy might be fulfilled.
Where can I get my hands on these tomes, then?
Of course. Let me mark the location on your map. They are hidden, impudent child.
Well, how am I supposed to find them, then? I don't even know where I am.
You could try looking for clues at the academy.
Can't I just stay here? I can't be bothered with all this cliché prophecy stuff.
Prophecies can prove to be perilous, lad. The best case scenario is that you would be stuck here forever.
Doesn't sound too bad. I reckon I could get used to this.
The worst case scenario is that you might create a paradox and be eliminated from existence for eternity.
That might take a bit more getting used to. And what precisely is this academy?
Many a fledgling wizard has studied the magical arts at the academy. I myself studied there many years ago.
Great. What's the address? Let's get this over with.
Of course. But before you leave, you should take the contents of the chest upstairs with you. It might prove useful.
Right. I'm off. Achoo! What is this horrible stuff? I'm quietly confident it's corrosive.
Achoo!
The Lord of the Hob Rings, 100 recipes to rule them all. Surviving a D4. Me and My Stew, a title that defies genre. The laws of magic, what they are and how to bend them. The Lord of the Hob Rings, 100 recipes to rule them all. Praise the Sun, 10 foolproof tips for avoiding the undead. How to spot the chosen one. Mimics misunderstood creatures? Seed spells, a practical guide to enchanted agriculture. Excavate, probe, dig. One dwarf search for the ultimate mine. What is this horrible stuff? I'm quietly confident it's corrosive. I don't think that will fit in my pocket. Dear Grandad, I trust you are keeping well. Blah, blah, blah. Hugs and kisses, Alex. That looks comfy. Why do I need to wear this clobber?
Everything all right, lad?
I think it might be a bit too big for me.
Give me a moment.
What's that supposed to be? No, leave me alone. I don't get paid enough for this. Nothing else useful here, just more of that old codger's rubbish.
There you are. You took your time. What do you think of your new uniform?
Does my bum look big in this?
Nonsense. You look magnificent.
Do I really have to wear this clobber?
Absolutely. You'll need to look like a student.
No way. I never even managed to pass for a student in my own world.
Do you have a better plan?
I suppose I'll get used to it. Can I at least take off the hat?
Absolutely not.
All right, all right. Are you absolutely sure the hat is really necessary?
Absolutely. A wizard's hat is one of his most important possessions. Some wizards have been known to alter their hats with the right spells. It's also a highly advanced and infinitely useful storage solution.
I think I've found something inside my hat.
Well, you should have come across my map of displacement and my dear old magical diary. They'll come in handy to keep track of your progress and move instantaneously between the areas you've already visited.
So how's that supposed to work then?
Magic, lad. Just be careful when you use them.
Yeah, but how?
Magic. Get used to it.
Now what?
Now, you'll need to get to the academy. It lies beyond the village. Follow the main thoroughfare.
Are you not coming with me?
I would accompany you, lad, if only I could. But you see, I have this terrible magical arthritis. And apart from that, this is a voyage you must undertake alone. You are the hero of this story.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Now go, my intrepid young intruder. I shall await your return. If you have any questions, you need only seek my counsel.
Yeah, thanks for nothing. Just try your best not to die of old age while I'm away. I suppose I'll see you later then, if something doesn't eat me before then. Simon the Sorcerer Origins? Who thought a prequel will be a good idea?
Yes. Yes. No!
Finally! Civilization! Well, sort of. Don't mind me, Lady NPC. I'm just passing through. The idea of moving into a new house doesn't seem that bad anymore. I suppose I'd better find this bloomin' magic school or whatever it is. Nice flowers. There's some... Ugh. Yes, there's something nasty inside. It's all dried up. Just a moment. Is that a fire extinguisher? Is that chair really made of swords? What kind of a muppet would sit on a bunch of razor-sharp blades? Special offer. The original, genuine, unique One Ring. While stocks last? It stinks worse than a public loo, and I think somebody may have mistaken it for one. Better not drink that. I'm not that curious to find out about local health service provisions. Look at you there, all dark and broody. Are you sleeping? Look at you there, all dark and broody. Are you sleeping? At least you can get a decent drink here. At least you can get it. Authentic goat demon head. Somebody's enjoying themselves, I see.
Welcome to the Bloated Goat, young fella, my lad. Don't mind the smell. Make yourself comfortable. At your service. Whatever you require, just ask.
Why, thank you. I'm used to worse. My granny used to live with us. A certain Dr. Von Jones is organising an expedition to Fleur-de-Lis? It looks like he's trying to find some interns to accompany him. Ah, what a lovely fire. Just right for warming yourself up. Or setting fire to something. No, focus, Simon. I wonder if there's an age limit for drinking around here.
My apologies, but the jukebox is out of order. A group of young ladies used it to try out their new axes. They said they were on the way to Fleur-de-Lis. I just hope they don't smash up my brother's tavern as well.
not convinced they actually are spring onions.
What can I do you for?
What can you tell me about the academy?
Not a lot. We don't get many of those wizards hanging around these parts. They tend to stay holed up in their fortress. Every now and then some kid goes over there to become one of them. I'd steer clear if I were you. They're a pretty weird bunch.
Do you know anything about a certain first wizard?
Only what they drone on about in church. My missus goes every week. They say he was the first geezer to ever do magic. That's all I know, I'm afraid.
What do you recommend?
I've just roasted a lovely pork knuckle. It's great, washed down with a refreshing pint.
Smells good. I'll have one of your finest pork knuckles, my good man.
Coming right up, young fella, me lad. Upon receipt of payment, you understand.
I'm a bit skint right now. Could you put it on my tab?
Sorry, mate. No tabs here. Not anymore, anyway. What can I do you for?
What do you recommend?
I've just roasted a lovely pork knuckle. It's great, washed down with a refreshing pint.
Smells good. I'll have one of your finest pork knuckles, my good man.
Coming right up, young fella, me lad. Upon receipt of payment, you understand.
I'm a bit...
Sorry, no tab, not any...
It stinks worse than a public loo, and I think somebody may have mistaken it for one.
You like that, do you? It should probably be in a museum, but I'd rather hang on to it. Those are fertility crystals. Probably best to leave them well alone.
Ugh, sticky. I'll just take a little bit... He walks among us. 100 sightings of the first wizard. Is love the most powerful magic? A guide to magical cliches. There's something fundamentally wrong with this creature. Summoning demons without making sacrifices. I'm not usually a big reader, but the title is certainly intriguing.
Aha! Always a pleasure to meet a new customer. Welcome to Mundus's Magical Marvels. I'm Mundus. Listen to Mundus and remember, you touch it, you buy it.
Thanks. Not at all creepy or unsettling, geezer.
How can I be of service?
Any interesting artifacts out the back?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. I've got some cursed books, cursed statues, a whole bunch of cursed stuff, actually.
Just looking, thanks.
Be my guest.
There's something written on it. Extract of the colour out of space. Probably a handcrafted local version of HP Source. I love that stuff. Summoning demons without making sacrifices. I'm not usually a big reader, but the title is certainly intriguing. Achoo! There's something fundamentally wrong with this creature. So, the left road leads to the square, the right road leads to the church, and straight ahead for the academy. Sinister. Abandoned. Great. Who on earth screwed this shut? I can't unscrew the lid. Empty. An old diary. Maybe it holds a clue about what happened here. Let's see. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I could swear that the chest moved of its own accord. All my fabric supplies have disappeared. I need to check that chest. Perhaps my assistant put them in there. This is the last entry. Flee. Well, that's encouraging. This is the last entry. Flee. Well, that's encouraging. A nailed-down trapdoor in an abandoned building. Nothing suspect about that at all, I'm sure. Just a dressing screen. I'd happily get changed out of this clobber. but the costume designers might get offended. Just a dressing screen. I'd happily get changed out of this clobber, but the costume designers might get offended. There might be some way to open it. That's not right. That didn't work. Anyway, do I really need to know what's down there? There might be some way to open it. There might be some way to open it. Empty. Empty. I don't think this is the way to the academy.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to get into the academy. So, what exactly are you supposed to be?
Wow, you weren't the brightest puppy in the litter, were you?
Well, my mother tells me I have hidden talents.
Silence! You're just trying to confuse me so you can sneak in. No intruder has ever made it across the threshold of the academy. Entrance is strictly limited to students and teachers.
Go on. I'm sure you can make an exception for little old me.
Never!
How can I convince you to let me through?
Students must be in possession of all required items to pass. A uniform, a wand, and a student pass.
So, if I can get hold of a wand and a pass, you'll let me through?
Maybe.
Great! I'll just get them and I'll be right back. Achoo! Nothing to see here, just a leftover hotspot. Nothing to see here, just a leftover hotspot. An authentic sword in the stone. Shame I'm here for a different legend. There's something fundamentally wrong with this creature. Surviving a D4. Oi, old bloke, I need a hand.
Ah, Simon, my irritating young guest. I see you still haven't learned how to knock. Have you found anything useful?
Well, the thing is, no, there's this guard geezer who won't let me through.
A guard? Oh dear. Security wasn't as tight back in my day.
I don't suppose you happen to have a wand and a pass kicking around? They could come in handy.
I'm sorry, lad. I cannot be of help.
Aren't you a wizard? Shouldn't you have a wand?
Wands may well be powerful artifacts, but they are by no means obligatory, particularly for wizards of a certain caliber. I suppose you might come across a merchant with a spare wand.
Surely you must have your old pass somewhere.
I don't think so, child. Perhaps one of the students could help you.
I suppose that means it's up to Muggins here. Again?
Best of luck, lad.
It looks like I'm going to need it.
Ah, Simon.
Did the first wizard really just fade away?
I am afraid so. Rumor has it there are wizards investigating what really happened to him, but people are asking too many questions. Are usually frowned upon.
That's disheartening, but only to be expected. Never mind. Have you found any more information about how to send me back home?
No. Unfortunately, there is a limit to the wisdom contained within my books.
You could always check out the cave in the forest where I woke up when I first arrived here.
I suppose that isn't such a terrible idea.
I'm starting to get used to this clobber.
Really?
No.
I suppose you'd prefer me to restore you to your original condition.
Don't even think about it. Remind me again why I should pay any attention to a stupid prophecy.
Because otherwise you would create a paradox that could trap you here for eternity, or blot out your very existence.
Oh, in that case... Laters, you old codger. Ugh! I suddenly feel an overwhelming desire to have a shower. Well, this is promising. What are those symbols? Are those books? It doesn't look very comfy. Oh well, I've slept in worse places. How long have I been asleep? How long have I... Are those books? Ugh! I suddenly feel an overwhelming desire to have a shower. Surviving a D4. P.S. Please find enclosed a photograph for you to remember me by. Ooh, she looks nice. Nothing else useful here, just more of that old codger's rubbish. Nothing else useful here, just more of that old codger. I hope I get to put something drinkable in it. This stupid lid won't come off. My little friends, perfect for going out with a bang. That doesn't make sense. "6 miles to the village. Blimey. Well, I suppose this specific spot will be really clean. I'd best keep my distance. I wouldn't want to fall into a well. Again. Nice flowers. Look at you there, all dark and broody. Are you Are you sleeping? That's not right. Now, why didn't I think of picking up the sewage? Oh, I know, because it's a stupid idea, and I value my health and well-being. That doesn't work. That's not right.
How can I be of service?
I may be interested in procuring a wand. Have you got one?
I may have just what you're looking for.
I don't suppose you could just give me the wand?
Don't even think about it, boy. You get no handouts here. How can I be of service?
So, about that wand.
Yes?
Maybe you could let me borrow it for a bit.
Sure, but only if you leave a couple fingers as collateral.